I'm holding in my hand the iPad because we're also going to be streaming live on Facebook. So we'd love to hear your comments or your questions about any of the coins. Now, I'll be honest with you, I won't be able to answer any of the questions, but we have someone who can. Mike Mezak, our resident numismatist, is joining us.
I'll do my best.
He's the expert. He's been in the business pretty much all his life, and so certainly we want to hear your comments and any of your questions. Let's dive right into it. Give you a look at some of the great values that are going to be coming up. We're going to be featuring for you our 2020.
And I want you to get close on my hand.
All right, let's do it.
The coin is live. I have 2020 Silver Eagles.
Nice.
So they are live and available. There it is, that double date everybody's been looking for. Mint State 70, our lowest price Mint State 70 NGC is what we've got. Just the standard brown label, only $69.95.
What a great price.
I'll explain why it's such a big deal. This 2021 goes away. The United States government is changing the American Silver Eagle for the first time in its history.
So 701728 is the item number. You're certainly more than welcome to shop early. So let's start off with a coin that's very limited and really cool.
Well, yeah. You know, this
look at that.
Isn't this cool?
It's neat.
So if you look at this right here, this is, of course, a solid silver bar, if you will. That's a hammerhead shark. But it's not just a silver bar, it's actually a coin.
Neat.
Check this out. The great, as you can see, the great hammerhead shark right there. It is going to be 1 ounce of pure silver. It's a $2 coin that you can see out of the series of what's called the Hunters of the Deep. The Hunters of the Deep. This was debuted last year in 2019 with the great white shark, obviously. So the great white shark, we may have 1 or 2 of those left on hsn.com. I'm not 100% sure. Those might be sold out. We just released, we just got the great hammerhead that's going to be in there too. So it's shaped like a hammerhead shark. It comes in this absolutely beautiful presentation right here. It's actually a $2 silver dollar, I guess, is what you're looking at. The cool thing is this has become an increasingly popular collectible series insofar as, you know, coins that are shaped.
Yes.
So that you could do that. The fact that it's 1 ounce of pure silver contained within there as well, with the absolutely stunning, look at this beautiful packaging that comes with this as well. When we look at that, it tells you everything about that. There's the,
wow.
as you can see, the hammerhead shark tells
That's
you
awesome.
all of it. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? And you can see it's done. The thing that I really like that you're going to see, this is how big it is, so on and so forth. The thing I like right here, from the certificate, that's Pomp Suisse. They're kind of a famous company for doing gold and silver, where the purity of the coin and everything else is 100% guaranteed. I've got extraordinarily limited numbers, only 2,500 in the entire limited edition.
All right, if you'd like to order, 701822 is the item number. That's available for you on 3 credit card payments of $39.88. And we are going to move on. So next,
we've got the
Silver Eagle.
It's the Silver Eagle. We're ready.
So it's been very popular already from the promo. Many of you have already ordered it. Can't wait to hear the story on this.
We've sold thousands and thousands and thousands of American Silver Eagles. To this point, they have all in essence been pre-sales. Because the United States government, I mean, we started selling these, you know, December 31st. They don't officially release it until 2000 and, or until the 9th, I think is what it was, of January. Well, here they are. It's live. They're out. The 2020 Silver Eagles. Everything is coming to pass just as I said it would, just as we thought that it would. The 2020 American Silver Eagle is becoming very quickly, undeniably, beyond a shadow of a doubt, the single most popular Silver Eagle ever released by the United States Mint. It's not even close, folks. This is going to set records. It is going to be absolutely spectacular, and here's why. President Ronald Reagan signed the Liberty Coin Act into law in December of 1985. They start producing the American Silver Eagle in 1986. They did it in mint state and they did it in proof condition. Since that time, since 1986 to today, it has looked exactly like this. It has had this obverse and this reverse, and that's the way it is. The United States government simply does not change designs in coins, particularly a coin of this incredible popularity. If this is not the most popular coin done by the United States Mint, the Lincoln cent is. They change that once every 50 years, okay? So they've changed that once in my lifetime. They've never changed the American Silver Eagle. The United States Mint announced late last year, kind of almost out of the blue, in November of last year, by the way, we'll be changing the design of the American Silver Eagle in 2021. This is it, the 2020 coin, the last full year of production that they're going to have of the old design American Silver Eagle that you see right here, which makes it an absolutely positively must-have collectible. Now, when you want to collect it, you want to collect it in the highest possible grade, which is, of course, Mint State 70, absolutely solid, positively perfect. And like I said, this is your first look at the actual coin itself in 2020. And when you look at that, you understand the secondary popularity of this coin from almost a numerology standpoint, the fact that it's the end of a decade and you've got that repeating 2020, always considered to be kind of good luck, highly collectible. This has started off. I've been doing this, I've been selling American Silver Eagles on television as they were released since the 1980s.
Wow.
Okay, so I've been doing this a long time. I have never, ever, ever seen demand and seen interest and collectability like the 2020. And I'm not talking about, oh, it's like, 20% better than this. It's like 2 times, 3 times, 4 times what we have ever seen in the past. When we had our today's special, we had the Annex as our today's special with the special 4-coin grading certificate that was $89.95. We sold 12,299 in about 14 hours. If you remember, it sold out
and
early
I would say
on
maybe
that
4
day.
shows.
That's
yeah.
right. It was absolutely done. This is absolutely here. It's live at $69.95. It is the lowest price Mint State 70 2020 American Silver Eagle that we're going to be able to do. We had kind of a everything lined up, the stars all lined up, if you will. We locked in silver at a very low price. Okay, so we were able to do that. Silver has subsequently gone up, but we had already bought this, we'd already graded it, we'd already priced it. The only problem that we have in terms of the limited quantity of this is as we have certified them, they're not grading very well. So in other words, to get a Mint State 70, I'm having to send in about 12 coins. So I just got word, we've already sold like 100.
Yes.
That represents 1,200 to, let's call it 1,600 American Silver Eagles. So if you look at 1,600, that's 100 pounds of American Silver Eagles, 100 pounds of pure silver to get one single solitary coin.
And remind us,
the 100 count coins that we have.
And remind us again why that Mint State 70 is important.
Well, in coin collecting, as in any collecting, the single most important determining factor of value is what? It's condition. The higher the grade, the more it's worth. And this is perfect. In coins, we grade on a 70-point scale. To give you an example, 1986. The 1986 in Mint State 69, the first year of this design. And the first year of this design, we're looking at coin that's about $69 or $79, $89. But in Mint State 70, we're like $400 to $600 on it. The difference is grade. The higher the grade, the more it's worth. So the United States government is going to make tons and tons and tons of these coins, but only a tiny fraction of them are going to be certified absolutely positively perfect by either NGC or PCGS or Annex or even ICG. And so that's critically important because you want the highest grade. Grade is critical to value. Grade is critical to desirability, and there's absolutely part and parcel of that. Now keep in mind, I can't impress upon you enough the importance of this being the end of an era, a legacy coin, a transition coin. It is critically important for you to understand when the United States changes a design, this is now a closed-end limited edition. It is the end of what we would call the heraldic eagle, American Silver Eagle. This design is done. We don't know what the new design is going to be. The United States government is, it's all, 2021 is kind of all secret right now. We don't know what's going to happen. What I do know that's going to happen is that this coin right now, right here, is on fire. It's the hottest coin that I have seen ever in the American Silver Eagle series because people are getting in before the design change. Now, obviously, they're going to want the design change as well. But from a numismatic standpoint, the lasts of coins are crazily collectible. let's say the St. Gaudens, $20 St. Gaudens. The first year of issue, 1907, nice 1907. I mean, that's like a $100,000 coin. But the last year of issue, the 1933, probably on the market today, 30 million. Something like that.
Look at my
30 to 50 million for that coin. Yeah, for 1933 St. Gaudens. The Liberty V nickel, first year of issue, 1883. I think I have that on HSN.com at about $149. The 1913, the last one, 8 to 10 million. Okay, we don't have an 1883 Liberty V nickel. No, not on it.
Yeah, we don't have that one.
No 1913s on HSN.com. I'll do my best. We'll see if we can get that in there. But yeah, 8 to 10 million right there for that. As you can see, already hundreds of these gone.
You're smart.
Hundreds of people on the phone. You understand the end of an era. You understand why that's important. You understand that this is the highest grade. You understand that this is the lowest price. You understand that is it right there. You're looking at it. 2020. It's live. It's here. As you can see, it's hot, it's crazy, and this is one of those coins that everybody, not just numismatists, but just collectors of Americana are going to want in their collection as well.
That's what I was thinking. I'm thinking, okay, if you've never shopped with us before at HSN for our coins, perfect place to start, right? We all understand the story. Most of us are familiar with the Silver Eagles. This gives you an opportunity to be able to have the very last, and you have a chance to be able to even get it on FlexPay. What does that mean? You buy now, we ship immediately, and then you get to pay over time 0% interest by using any major credit card, debit card, or PayPal. But don't wait. Over 200 of these have been ordered. We talked about the fact that we had a big day. It was New Year's Eve, where thousands went out the door. Here's a chance for you to be able to get the Silver Eagle dollar coin 2020 and perfect mint state 70. So don't wait. Great gift to be able to give. 701728 is the item number.
Right,
Very cool.
And people are talking to me, so like, what is the importance of this? Well, the importance is kind of, I'd say twofold, but it's more like threefold or fourfold or fivefold, because the United States government, they are loath to change the designs of coins. So when you hear people, offering you goods, you hear once in a lifetime opportunity. I mean, you've heard that before.
Yes.
I can quite literally say, this will be the only time in my numismatic career, the only time in my lifetime, the only time in my profession that I'll be able to offer a design change in the American Silver Eagle. It has never happened prior to this. By law, once they change the design, 25 years before they can change it again, by law. So as much as I would like to, I don't think I'll be here 25 years from now. I mean, I don't think that's a thing. I'm oldish as it is. So
you might luck up. You never know, Mike.
No, I do know. I won't be here in 25 years, okay, from now. But the fact of the matter is this coin, that's how important it is.
That's cool.
This is literally once in a lifetime.
Over 300 have been ordered. Hop on in there. If you haven't already shopped with us, hsn.com, free app to download to any of your smart devices. Even with our coins, we give you 30 days to make a final decision. But what an exciting night for you to begin collecting coins. And if you're an avid coin collector and you've been doing it for years, you certainly want this to be a part of your collection.
And one of the things I want to point out, as we do this, and I'm excited about the design change, and like I said, demand has been unlike anything I've seen in all of the decades and decades and decades I've been doing this. Let's not lose sight of the fact that there's an ounce of pure silver in here. It was not that long ago that the silver in here was over $50, just the silver part of it. So you've got, like I said, this great kind of alignment of the stars. The fact silver is near 7-year lows is what's happening. It's started to go up, but it's relatively low. You've got the design change. You've got the end of the decade. You've got the legacy coin. So this is the king of American numismatic collectible.
Already graded for you.
And already graded, and it's perfect. And people say, so what is the certification? I talk about the grade being important, can add 10 times, 1,000% to the value, depending on certification in certain coins. What's it cost to certify? This is an independent third-party company. So let's say you wanted to get an American Silver Eagle and you wanted to send it in and have it graded. Well, first of all, you have to buy an American Silver Eagle. So you got to go out there and do that. That's going to cost you shipping and handling everything somewhere between $25 and $30 just for a raw coin. Then you're going to have to send it into NGC. That's going to cost you $24 for mail, registered mail to get it there. There's a $10 handling fee. There's $20 to grade the coin. There's $24 return postage on that. So it's $48.58, $68.78. So you're way over $100 into this, and then you have a 1 in 12 chance that it's going to be a Mint State 70. I think you're way better off at $69.95. Let us do it for you. Now, we take that $10 handling fee and we spread it over 250,000 coins. So, I mean, you know, it becomes a far better deal. As you can see, look at these hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, many people buying multiples. This is a year that people are going to mark in many ways as a 2020 year because it's such a unique year from just a number standpoint. Then you add in the fact that it's the end of the year. Like I said, the king of American coins is changing. So it's like the king is dead, 2021, long live the king. So it'll be the brand new American Silver Eagle, but you can't get the complete set if you don't have them all and you don't have the last one. Like I said, an absolute sea change, just a titanic change in the world of numismatics with the brand new American Silver Eagle that you have here. And I've got it, the brand new in hand, the 2020. You see it really live for the very first time. We've sold thousands, but this is the first time we've got coins, we've got them graded. They're going to be very difficult to get in Mint State 70. I don't know why. They're not grading particularly well. You can be guaranteed absolute perfection.
Well, if you want to grab this coin, if you want to add it to your collection, you do want to act now. Don't wait. We've made it easy for you with our FlexPay. Don't forget, FlexPay is free and everyone can use it. And we virtually accept every major credit card, debit card, and PayPal that's out there. I love this as a gift. So if there is someone that's graduating this year, or someone that's getting married, or a young person who you would love to introduce to coins, perfect coin. There's so much around this.
People always say, what should I start with? Right here. Because you have to understand, it gives you everything. So you have the intrinsic value of an ounce of pure silver. So that's the backdrop of value, no matter what happens. You have an ounce of pure silver within that. Then you buy the best grade you can afford. Well, how about perfect Mint State 70? That's a pretty good grade.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so you have the best possible grade as well. Then you have the design change that is literally once in a lifetime. The United States government has announced they're changing the reverse design of the American Silver Eagle in 2021. For the first time since they started making it in 1986. So you've got the design change, you've got perfection, you've got our lowest price Mint State 70, and it's in an NGC coin that you see here. Like I said, literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of coins going. We have hundreds of people on the phone.
This is exciting because I think
very exciting.
For so many of us, the Silver Eagle has already been that iconic coin anyway. Right. And to be able to live in this moment and to be able to experience this sea change of sort, I think allows us to engage in a really different way. Be a part of it. You can see we're approaching almost 600 people that have ordered. We've got a clock up on the screen, although you can order at any time. Don't miss it. It really has been, over the past couple of weeks, the most sought after coin, and now you can absolutely grab it in perfect Mint
And you
State
said, it's
70.
funny, you said 600 people ordered. I bet you that's more like 400 people, because I think a lot of people are ordering multiples on this.
Oh, you know what? You're right.
Yeah,
I
would suggest, because, I mean, if you're going to do this, look, coin collecting passes down. It's a generational touchstone. I mean, you know, it's fathers and sons from their mothers and fathers, and aunts and uncles to their nieces and nephews, and grandfathers and grandmothers.
Especially with something like this, when you said legally they can't change it for another 25 years.
So they know. So what you have is you have this thing that you guarantee. I remember when, back in the day kind of thing.
Yeah,
this
my
is
grandpa gave me this coin.
That's right. You'll remember. That's what started me in coin collecting. My grandmother gave me a silver dollar.
Aww.
My grandmother gave me a silver dollar 50 years ago, plus now, that she gave me that silver dollar, and that started me in a passion that became a profession. I've been blessed in that regard, but you don't know what you can ignite in a young person or someone that's, you know, very special to you when you give them pure silver, when you're going to give them perfection, when you give them the transition coin, when you give them this coin that's changing 100% guaranteed that you're going to have with this, when you know that this is something that'll be passed down from generation to generation. This will be a cherished generational touchstone. That's an absolute positive guarantee. And you're giving them something that's in an ultrasonically sealed holder that's guaranteed to be absolutely perfect. So not only is this incredibly unique coin, but it is also an incredibly unique presentation in this because it's certified perfect. It's ultrasonically sealed. It's guaranteed in this condition, in perpetuity, in the NGC holder that you have right here at a tremendously reasonable price, given the fact the cost of certification and the fact It's an ounce of pure silver contained within that as well. As you can see, extraordinarily popular, over 700 sold right now.
Yes.
Hundreds of people on the phone. Please get in on this. For those of you who want to do, can we have one last little look in close at the 2020? That's our first look at the brand new date, the 2020,
coin.
the end of the decade. We're getting a lot of people who have never collected coins or done anything say, I love the date, the 2020, that repeating date, almost kind of this, you know, kind of numerology kind of thing that people are looking at and say, yeah, I like that. That's really cool. I want to own that. Plus, they're changing the design, so I'm going to want the transition with that. The demand has been double, triple, quadruple what I've seen in the past. This will be the most popular American Silver Eagle ever released by the United States Mint. I absolutely, positively guarantee it.
All right, let's be a part of it. If you're excited, we are thrilled to be able to get this out to you. Don't forget, when you use our FlexPay, we ship it immediately. So it's different from a layaway where we hold on to it. Even with our FlexPay, we ship immediately. So join the ranks here with that counter quickly changing. Buy more than one if you'd like to. You can certainly more than welcome to use FlexPay repeatedly. So you can use FlexPay over and over again, but 701-728 is the item number. If you love this and you want to stick around for the entire 2-hour show, there are things that have been saved for this show. There's a lot that we're going to be.
We got some vintage stuff. We got some original piece dollars that are almost 100 years old now. Really great stuff. All
right, we're going to wrap up our presentation. Keep those phone calls coming. You can continue to shop with us for the Silver Eagle, but congratulations if you've already selected this. Let's move directly on. And we are now going to move on to our first day of issue.
Yes, now this is the first day of issue. Now this is the proof American Silver Eagle.
Perfect.
Okay, this is the proof American Silver Eagle that we've done here. So you can look at this right here. So they're changing the American Silver Eagle. Now they're changing every part of the, so they're changing the mint state coin and they're changing the proof coin as well. So this is the proof coin in our first day of issue. Now the Annex Mint State first day of issue, we sold out in 13 hours, 12,000 coins. The proof version of this that you see right here is 3,196. I don't know quite what we have left in this. I'm assuming it's about 1,500 coins or so are left in the edition. Once it sells out, we'll get a number on that here in just a minute. Once it sells out, that's it. It's done, gone, and over. Oh, my mistake. We sold 1,000 in the interim.
Yeah.
There's 572 left in the entire. So we've sold 2,500 of these coins so far. Now, once that sells out, it's done, gone, and over. Now, this one, as you can see, has the 2019 date because they released the proof a little later.
Okay.
Okay. Is what that was. So I have a 2020 proof coming in the next hour in NGC because NGC's in Florida and we literally drove somebody there. Annex is in Denver and we couldn't drive somebody there to get this. Next time you see it, if this is probably our final primetime presentation, you'll never see this again. So same thing, transition coin, the American Proof Silver Eagle is ending as well. This is the Annex, now this is 100% exclusive to us. So this is the end of the era for the Proof Silver Eagle, the legacy coin with the West Point Mint, but we've done something specifically for this coin. We have never done in an Annex coin a colorized core. And that's what we've done right here. This has always just been clear, okay? Just a clear plastic. And so we have the exclusive colorized core in NGC, our flag core. We've got our exclusive colorized core in PCGS with our green core. And we've got this right here now for the very first time, our exclusive colorized core in Annex as well, with only 3,196 in the limited edition, but over 2,500 already spoken for.
We're actually showing a counter on your screen.
Yeah, that's all that's left in the entire edition.
Yes.
Now, here's the other thing about this. So I want to talk about this. So first of all, like I said, 2,500 plus sold, only 560 left. Now, here's the thing. So when we did this, okay, and we came up with this, in December. We started working in this November, December. We priced this, and we put it in the system, and we priced it based on what the United States government has charged for American Proof Silver Eagles in years past. They don't change the price very much. Well, this year, that's over. The United States government announced what they're charging for the American Proof Silver Eagle up 20%. As a matter of fact, it looks like the United States Mint is going to change the price of almost everything they sell is going to be up between 15 and 25%. We had already set the price for this edition at $199.95 with the red oak presentation box that you see right there. So if we decided for this particular edition, the 3,196 coins in this, we will honor the original price. Our original issue price that we set into this coin, which was $199.95, was $199. Now remember, the proof coin is far different than the mint state coin that you just saw. It's on the order of, from a mintage standpoint, it's going to run about 100 times rarer. So in other words, they make about 100 mint state American silver eagles for every proof American silver eagle. The United States government now is charging almost 5 times as much for a proof silver eagle as they do for a mint state American silver eagle, between 4 and 5 times. Notice our price is just about double. So instead of being 5 times more, that's when, so when I say we made this the best possible price that is humanly possible to get a proof 70, first day of issue, 100% exclusive to us, last time for the coin, first time for the colorized core, at the very end of the entire edition that you're going to have right here at only $199.95. Once again, with the proof coin, which is a significantly different coin. See, proof and mint state, proof isn't a condition. It's a method of manufacturing. They make the coin differently. So what they do is they strike the coin multiple times under higher pressures, and that's what gives it this mirror finish that you see right here. And that's what, it's the pressure that creates almost a cracking in the silver, if you will, that creates this, yes, beautiful deep cameo appearance. That's what this decam means. That is the device or raised part of the coin. So that's critically important for this coin as well. As you can see, they're coming down very, very, very quickly here at only $199.95 in first day of issue. That is the quantity left, not for this show or this airing or this visit. That is all that is left in the entire edition that we have got that is here exclusively. So when you get that exclusive edition, you have, once again, this is the end of an era. This coin will be changing in 2021 as well. That will be critically important. Now, one of the things that we have found with our first day of issue, first day of release, early release, all of our special designations that we don't charge any extra for, is that because it is so phenomenally popular, out there in the marketplace, the government made all these already in October. There's not enough of these to go around for first day of issues, for first day of releases. There's already a shortage, and a fairly significant shortage in the marketplace. So to be able to get these first day of issues that you're seeing right here is going to become increasingly difficult. It could well start bringing a fairly significant premium in the marketplace today. And when that happens, understand this is our original issue price. This is the lowest price, yes, that we will be able to sell this at. Remember, 3,196 over 2,500 already spoken for, yes, and only about 500 coins remain. Now that 500, that 517, 515, 40, you see how fast they're counting back now. I think our operators probably caught up from the last coin is what happened. That does not count the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people that we have on the phone. That is all that's left in the entire edition that you see up there. So we're to the point now where basically 2,700 of the 3,100 coins have been sold, and that is what's going to be your entire first day of issue. There are no additional coins that will ever be made available in the Annex first day of issue, and it's the very first year we've done the colorized core, which is 100% exclusive to us, and this is the proof version. Remember, it is significantly more collectible and desirable, and it is more expensive, but the government charges significantly more for this. Remember, you're going to get the red oak presentation box with this, a $24.95 value, customer pick on hsn.com. I think it is a welcome addition to any collection. And as we run down to the absolute final quantities that will be available forever, like I said, not just for this visit or this airing, but that's all that will ever be, 3,196. And we are at the absolute end, of that entire edition. Only 491 of 90 of those now remain in that edition. Remember, last year of issue, they're going to do 2021. They are changing the design. It is an historic coin. It is a legacy coin. It is a transition coin, and it is in its rarer format, in the proof format, as opposed to the mint state format. So it is absolutely, if you bought the mint state coin, this is the companion piece to that coin. And we still have this in first day of issue, which is important because our first day of issue mint state annex is 100% sold out. Already gone. That was our today's special. This is, as you can see, this is the special proof version. First day of issue, far rare, only 3,196. And like I said, we are now down well over 2,700. With everybody on the phone, I suspect we have about 20 dozen coins or so. Yeah. We have about 20 dozen coins is all that remains in the edition.
And I do want to remind you that although you see a clock up on the screen, that you're more than welcome to shop at any time. But what you have to be mindful of is that our website, hsn.com, is open 24 hours, 7 days a week. So even after the shows, we see a huge bump where people who don't watch the shows or can't catch the shows, they'll go online, and that's often why the quantities are so small during our show.
I thought we had 1,500. We had 600.
Did, right.
We had 600.
And those are primarily shoppers that go online and directly look at our entire coin assortment, and they shop online. You're more than welcome to do that. Here's what I mean by that. If you're not ordering tonight, you risk this coin being completely sold out.
I suspect this is quite likely our final primetime presentation of this coin. It may not be, I don't know, but I'm assuming with the hundreds of people on the phone,
even if it airs
200 is not even enough.
I was gonna say, even if it airs again, we may have 100, 200. So you make the decision, but it's all available for you. You've got your 4 flex pays. It's $49.99. We always have the shipping and tax on the first payment, but we can ship it to you immediately. And so you've got a chance to own it, which is wonderful.
So to reiterate, so the United States government has decided that 2020 is going to be one of the great coin years that they've ever done for several different reasons. They've got some really cool coins coming out, the first colorized coin ever done by the United States Mint. We have the new basketball commemorative coin, and we're all in on that. Yeah. We have some great stuff coming up on that. But then they said, oh, by the way, we're going to change the design of the American Silver Eagle in 2020, or 2021. So what happens is this is the last year, the entire year, that they're going to make this old design, what we call the heraldic design. They're completely and utterly changing the reverse of the coin right here. The obverse will have some changes to it to bring in some anti-counterfeiting technology, exclusive to HSN, lowest price, down to about 400 or so coins to go around. With everybody on the phone, probably about 15 dozen.
All right, congratulations if you've ordered it. Keep shopping, go online, hsn.com, or call our toll-free 800 number. We would absolutely love sending that to you. So a lot of exciting things happening in and around HSN, and one of them is the big find. QVC and HSN, we're committed to delighting you with things that you love every day. The big find was our nationwide search last year to discover the next big brand in beauty, in fashion, accessories, and jewelry. Now we'd like to introduce you to the talented entrepreneurs we met and their exciting and innovative products. It's all happening Thursday, only here at HSN. I'll be hosting one of those shows as well. Should be a lot of fun, a lot of exciting new coming your way. So coming up, we've got more great coins. Stick with us, more exciting on the other side.
Never run out of the things you love with AutoShip at HSN. Receive your favorite items with automatic deliveries and easily customize your shipping preferences. Plus, AutoShip locks in your order price while enrolled. It's the smartest way to get more of a good thing. Search AutoShip on hsn.com.
Paris on HSN.
values you see at HSN are set by independent, professionally certified appraisers. They determine, as closely as possible, the approximate retail cost of replacing or recreating the item, not the possible sell or purchase price. Because subjective estimates and judgments are involved, appraisals may vary by as much as 25%. Call your customer service rep for more information. It's the first big sale of the year, and it all starts Friday. Don't miss exclusive weekend-only deals and new products from the brands you love. Big names, big deals, all weekend long, only on HSN.
Well, welcome. My name is Marlo, and I'm glad to be your host, and I am here with a resident coin expert, resident numismatist. Use that at your next little fun party. This is an opportunity for you to be able to shop with us for great coins. We are off to a wonderful start, but we're gonna dive into something very exciting, vintage coins.
Yeah, so this is, like I said, very, very quickly, this is an original United States government issue peace dollar. Now, once again, I said 2020 is going to be one of the great years. This is going to be one of the great years. Now, we are coming forward to the United States being the 100th anniversary of the peace dollar, which is 2021. This is an original coin. It's original, brilliant, uncirculated condition. I go to the nationally advertised catalog, $125. $125 for this same coin. This is not reprinted or restruck or redone in any way, shape, or form. And if you look at this right here, look at the reverse. Look at what's happening. It looks like it was made yesterday, but this coin is the better part of now 100 years old. One of the interesting things when I can bring in these vintage coins, and we kind of checked these already, almost half of the quantity already gone on this with our special HSN pricing here at $79.95 that we're going to have. This is truly a special coin in the fact that it still exists. You have to understand that the vast majority of all the peace dollars, the vast majority of all these original silver dollars ever made by the United States government have been melted down and destroyed. They no longer exist. They have been rendered for their precious silver, if you will. And I think that's kind of the single most important part of this. This is one of the single most important parts of this that we're going to be able to offer. So the neat part about this is while we just had a beautiful 2020 coin at $69.95 and then a proof 2020 coin for $199. I have a coin that's almost 100 years old that's solid silver for $79.95. Now, they first made the peace dollar in 1921, okay, in 1921. And the 1921 peace dollar was technically a commemorative. That'll be a 100-year-old coin. Well, it's 100 years old this year. It'll be 100th anniversary next year. It was not commercially viable because it didn't stack because it was a high relief. So in 1922, they started making the original United States peace dollar. It is the most common year of the United States peace dollar. It goes down from there fairly precipitously. So that's why I'm starting with the 1923 that you're going to see right here. So this is now, the mintage is relatively significantly less than the 1922 United States peace dollar. This was only made until 1935. So this was the circulating silver dollar in this country basically until 1964 when they were basically pulled out of circulation in the 1960s. So it had a very short lifespan. They didn't change the design, they just ended the design, okay, in 1935. And as a matter of fact, within that, from 1921 to 1935, there were several of those years they didn't make the coin. Okay, during the Great Depression, they had not a lot of need for coinage at the time. So like I said, original, brilliant, uncirculated, absolutely stunning, comes in the presentation box as well. A huge customer pick at $79.95. Now, what we're going to do here is I'm going to give you the opportunity, and these are numbered in hundreds. Okay? These are numbered in hundreds as opposed to the thousands or 5,000s or 6,000s or 8,000s. I have to get original United States government issue coins that are now nearly 100 years old. So there's the 1923. These are all in the nationally advertised catalog, about $108 to about $138 a piece. We are significantly less than that. They come in the presentation box that you see right here. So that's the 1923. So I'm going to switch over now, and we're going to get rarer still. Okay? We're going to get rarer still. There is the 1924 United States piece dollar, the 1924 United States piece dollar. So now we've got also a customer pick, also significantly rarer. The fact that I'm able to hold the same price, the fact that I'm able to hold the same price that I was on the original United States piece dollar with this is the amazing part of this. That's the truly amazing part, is the fact that I can charge the same price as the 1923 is what we did on that. And so that also a customer pick that you're going to have right here, the 1924 United States government issue piece dollar in absolutely stunning, brilliant, uncirculated condition again. So rarer than the 23, which is rarer than the 1922. One of the fascinating things is most piece dollars, so the silver that this coin is made out of is almost assuredly made out of Morgan silver dollars. Okay, because they melted down Morgan silver dollars, particularly by the hundreds of millions in the Pittman Act of 1918 to create silver, and they used a lot of that silver to continue on and make the United States piece dollar with that as well. So of critical importance for you to understand this. So the 1924, now we're starting to get significantly rarer. Once you get up to, like, let's say the 1928 in this kind of condition, excuse me, the 1928 piece dollar is all of a sudden hundreds and hundreds of dollars is what we're looking at very best. That's the best possible circumstance that I could do with this. So I've got this coin, once again, absolutely stunning, customer pick, $79.95 that we're going to have with this. And so it is critically important for you to understand that these are original. Not reprinted, restruck, or redone in any way, shape, or form. Now, normally we offer the 1922, the 1923, and the 1924. They get, rare, rarer, rarest. Well, we kind of kicked this up a notch by starting with the 1923. And then we went to the 1924, which is significantly rare. Now look at this, once again. Understand this coin is nearly 100 years old. This coin is solid silver. It looks as shiny and brand new and brilliant uncirculated as one of the 2020 coins that I just sold you for basically the same exact price. For basically the same exact price. I think that's absolutely critically important for you to understand. So the 1924s. I have a special treat after this, okay? I rarely am able to offer these individually, particularly at the same exact price. Check this out, the 1925 piece dollar, which is substantially and significantly, amazingly rarer than even the 1924, the 1923, and certainly the 1922. Now, one of the things that I'm always asked about this is, oh, you sent me the piece dollar that has an error on it. The word trust is misspelled. The United States government, if you remember your history lessons back then, the motto for the United States government during World War I was V for victory. They then, since this was a commemorative to the end of World War I, they incorporated that in the design of the coin itself, and that's what that trust is spelled with a V instead of a U, as for V for victory, because it was still, in essence, a commemorative coin to commemorate the end of World War I that you're going to have. Traditionally, the American eagle on the back of a coin, which must be on all United States coins of a denomination larger than 10 cents, must have an eagle, is not in flight. It's at rest. And almost always, the United States, the eagle on the back of a coin has the olive branch of peace and the arrows of war in its talons, literally, you know, ready for peace and or war. Well, as a commemorative for the end of World War I, you'll notice only the olive branch of peace. The United States, indeed, the world was worn out from World War I, and they were glad for this period of what is now prosperity within this, the prosperity and just the peace that came at the end of the war with this in 1925. Then you add in the significant rarity of the 1925 peace dollar. Now we are getting in towards the end of the American peace dollar series. So you have 1931, they didn't make them in like 32, 33. There was no peace dollars made in those years. So now you're towards the end. The mintages have plummeted, being able to get them in original uncirculated condition. Look at that, over 500 sold. To be able to get these in these original uncirculated conditions, absolutely positively stunning. Remember, they're 100% original. I want to put this in here. So this is the way it comes to you. Isn't that a great little presentation box as well? I'm going to hold it. I guess I'll just put it down there for you. Why wouldn't I do that? And then check that out. And so, you know, it's a beautiful way to present the coin, to have
I'm amazed at
absolutely amazing.
How beautiful the coins still look after all this time.
Yeah, it's crazy. And they're solid silver, as you can see. They're absolutely stunning. It's the rarest of all the peace dollars that I've done. But the fact is they're all silver. They're all collectible. They're all desirable. It's absolutely, positively an amazing opportunity for you to be able to get out there. The key is very nice, original, brilliant, uncirculated coins. Like I said, easily over $100 plus out there in the marketplace. I have very small quantities of these. Like I said, hundreds of these already sold. And
what's terrific is every single one, a customer pick.
Yeah.
So you can read the reviews. Customers that have already purchased this coin, they have it at home. You absolutely love it. So you're in wonderful company if you're ordering. Stay on the phone lines, don't hang up. You can see we're approaching almost 600 of you that have ordered this particular coin. So keep on calling. More on our website. Very limited, I should mention. So this is going to be our 2020 Men's State 70 Annex, first day of issue, limited edition, Silver Panda 10 won coin.
Yes.
Like how I pronounced that?
Yeah, very nicely done. And so what you have with this is, like I said, so that's the brand new Panda. One of the cool things about the Panda is they change the design every single solitary year. And so this is the brand new Panda.
Oh,
you got a little baby Panda lounge in there.
Oh, he's so cute.
Isn't that amazing? Rarer than they have ever been. Getting pandas out of China, not only literally, but from a numismatic standpoint, very, very, very difficult.
Only 270 remain in that one,
Yeah, that's right. And that's basically without any airings, 100 of them already gone, only 389 in the limited edition.
All right. If you'd like to order, you're more than welcome to do that. But thank you so much for watching HSN. My name is Marlo Smith. I'm here with, of course, our resident numismatist, Mike Mezak. And what do we have here?
Well, this is a really cool deal. The United States government, we are so used to here selling what are called proof sets.
Yes.
So a proof set, the United States government has been making since 1936. It is a special presentation coin made by the United States Mint. It's eminently, incredibly, phenomenally collectible and popular. But the United States government also makes another annual set. And it's called a mint set. And you see the mint set right here. And what they mean by a mint set is it's all the coins from the mint that the mint made that year in uncirculated. So all the pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, half dollars, and dollars from both the Philadelphia Mint, the San Francisco Mint, and the Denver Mint that are made in the course of the year. And then they're packaged in these special envelopes that you see here that are called United States Mint sets. And then what you get is a gem brilliant example of every single solitary coin that the United States Mint made from each and every one of those years. Now, here's the interesting thing, is mint sets are significantly, phenomenally, ridiculously rarer than proof sets. Even when they make them, they make far fewer mint sets than proof sets. Okay, and the way they do it here is, you see that's a red band and a blue band?
Yes.
That's gonna be Denver and that's Philadelphia, okay? That's how you can tell by just looking at it. And so what happens is they make fewer to start with. But one of the things that we sell, if you go to hsn.com, I have like a complete set of Kennedy half dollars and a nice Dansko, display album. About the only way to get the coins is to literally open up all of these sets. It's the only way to do it. Because many of these years, like for instance, where we start in 68, 69, 70, that coin right there, the 70 Kennedy $50, 70D Kennedy $50, only comes in that mint set. That only comes in that mint set. That coin right there is a $53 coin. For that coin is $53 that you're going to have right there. As a matter of fact, if you look at the coins in here, just these coins, because they're 40% silver, $20, $20, 53. You're $100 for those three $50. So here's the amazing part of this. So I have 30 years of United States mint sets, and in the mint sets, well, it's 30 years. It's going to be issues. You're going to get all of these issues. So the 1999 is all 4 of these. Because you get all the state quarters, Philadelphia Mint, Denver Mint, the pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, halves. So what I want to do is, I broke it down, okay? I broke it down in essence by the various things that are in it. Coin by coin, you get to buy like a coin dealer, just like our proof sets. So when you break this down, the coins that are in this are so much significantly more valuable than $349.95. It's one of the reasons I never bring these out. And here's why. So let's start in 1971, which is basically going to be right here. This 1971 is going to be 71 right up here, okay? 71's actually down there. So we actually want to start in 73 when they start with the Eisenhower dollars. So you get the Eisenhower dollars in brilliant uncirculated. You get a Philadelphia mint and you get a Denver mint. So now remember at this, you're paying about $10 a set, so about $5 a sleeve, okay? About $5 a sleeve. I'm going to go down here and I'm going to give to you the value on a coin-by-coin basis of just what the Eisenhower dollars are in the catalog. 2850, 2850, 1175, 1175, 2450, 2450, 1250, 1250, 1250, 1250. Then you get to the Susan B. Anthony's that are down here, and the Susan B. Anthony dollars in there are going to be, you know, $16 a piece for every single one of the Susan B. Anthony's. Don't forget that once you get to the 1981s down here, you're going to get Philadelphia Mint, Denver Mint, and San Francisco Mint Susan B. Anthony's. So you're going to get every single solitary one of those throughout this entire thing. So what it comes down to is basically coin by coin. If you take these out to sell them individually, which is why I never have these, $1,500.
Whoa.
Worth $349. So in other words, basically we're charging the original cost of issue from the United States Mint for these sets. Just the $50 in here, over $500 for the $50.
With our price, our producer did a little math. Our name is
please.
Allison. $11 a year.
$11 a year.
I mean, it's like, you just go, okay. You know?
Okay, now I'm looking at this. The lowest price, because I have all the coins, okay, I have all the coins, and then what it is for the year, the coins that add up. The least expensive set in this entire thing is 1998 is $31.50. You're paying $11. The lowest price you can get is $31.50, and the most expensive.
Oh, it's a big win.
Yeah, the most expensive year is almost $100. The 1975 set is almost $100. Now I want to do something else. Do you mind holding that just for a second for me? In 1996. For the 50th anniversary of the Roosevelt dime, which they've never changed, so they did the 1996. I want to show you this. The United States government did a special Roosevelt dime out of the West Point Mint that they included in the mint set. Now, normally when you buy a 1996 mint set, that coin is missing because, folks, that is a $40 coin. We include the 1996 special West Point minted 100th or 50th anniversary Roosevelt dime is, of course, included in this. Everybody else, when they sell you that mint set, it's miraculously, or not miraculously, I mean, it's regularly missing. So that's going to, so you have the $50 bonus coin. So the silver dollar, or the Eisenhower dollars, which aren't even in every year, the dollars are more than $349. The $50 are more more than $349. The quarters in the set are almost $349 because you have the first year of the quarters that you're going to have right here for the national parks or the state quarters that you're going to have right there. So the key to this is not only are you getting all these coins, not only are you getting these at an absolutely phenomenally, ridiculously low price, $11. I think the mint set from the United States government is now, this year, probably $35 is the original government issue price. We're a third of what they're charging for the brand new ones, and every single solitary one of these is a sold-out limited edition. If you want to collect Gem Brilliant Uncirculated Eisenhower dollars, mint sets is the way to do it. If you want to do, let's do this. Go right up here. What do we? 1975. So in 1975, look, the United States bicentennial was 1976, but it didn't take us by surprise. Okay, we knew it was coming. So the United States government started releasing bicentennial dollars, half dollars, and quarters in 1975. So here's the 1975 mint set that have bicentennial Eisenhower dollars, bicentennial Kennedy half dollars, and bicentennial quarters in them. Right next door to it are the 1976, as you can see, bicentennials. They're slightly different, type 1 and type 2 within that in the original government packaging that you're going to have right this. So just the $75 and $76 that you have right there, $100 for the dollars. The half dollars in those are going to be 10, 20, 30, $40 for those. You have almost $200 in bicentennial coinage. You have almost $200 in bicentennial coinage. The Susan B. Anthony's by themselves, starting in 1979, that's going to be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, about $100 worth of Susan B. Anthony dollars. But the other key to this, and why it's so critically important, is every coin's in the original government package, so you know what that means? They are absolutely stunningly gem brilliant uncirculated condition. So when you look at, let me find a really nice Kennedy half dollar. What are we looking at here? The 1999s. So these little Kennedy half dollars, because they're gem brilliant uncirculated, they're $10 a piece. There's $20 worth of half dollars in there because they're still in the original government packaging and they are gem brilliant uncirculated condition. You have $20 worth of Kennedy half dollars. Remember, you're only paying $11 for the 1999 mint set. The quarters in there, remember, those are the first of the state quarters. Those quarters that are in there are going to run about $2.50 a piece. So you get another $25 in state quarters, 25, 35, 45. So the 1999 is $58 coin by coin. $58 coin by coin is what you're looking at for that. You pay $11. The lowest price set is the 1998 right there. That's only $31. You pay $11. And all of these, you go down here on coin by coin. Like I said, this with the 1996 with the dime, almost a $75 set. Almost a $75 set, as you can see. Only 385 of these left. You get a complete gem brilliant uncirculated collection of United States government issue coinage from 1968 to 1999. Every single one of them absolutely positively gem brilliant uncirculated for about $11 a set. 65% off what you would pay for the current year of issue. And that's the amazing part.
So with everyone on the phone lines, we only have about 200 remaining.
Oh, yeah, because always crazily, and here's what happens. So we talk about this. And people are going, okay, and they listen, and there's this coin, and the Eisenhower dollars, and the Susan B. Anthony's, and the Kennedys, and then they wait, and they wait, and they wait, and then all of a sudden they try to get in, and you can see them clicking down right now. And that's what happens. People get really excited at the end.
So don't wait. If you'd like to order, do it now. It's 696-667. With something like this and the excitement around it, you want to use our express automated ordering. HSN.com is a great way to order. Everyone can enjoy the FlexPay. Remember, FlexPay, we ship this to you instantly, immediately. You get it shipped right away, and you get to pay over time. 0% interest if you're using a major credit card, debit card, or PayPal. We've got another full hour straight away. If you want to grab this one, there is a possibility that this has come very close to selling out in tonight's show. What you see on your screen doesn't account for the number of people that are shopping, calling our toll-free 800 number, and using the various platforms. We've got an app that you can download to your smart devices. But if you truly are interested in grabbing this, go ahead ahead and place your orders now.
I want to do this one last time. So this, when we say it's 30 years, it's not 30 sets, okay? This is 1 year. That's the key to a mint set. All of the Philadelphia Minute coins, all of the Denver Minute coins. So that $11 that you're paying, that's, I mean, it's $3.50 face value. They're Gem Brilliant Unstrinking. These are $25 each, $50 right there. $50, $60, $70, you paid $11. Because that is the 1975 United States Mint set. So every one of these have at least 2 packages in them, because you have all the Philadelphia Minute coins and all the Denver Minute coins. So you basically have 2 of almost every coin, with one being Philadelphia Mint and one being Denver Mint, of every single solitary thing throughout the entire series.
And it's really cool to get the original packaging.
Yeah, and that's the thing, because the United States government changes this. One of the other things that comes in here, it shows you all of the specifications of all the coins that they make. So who made them, the percentages, everything that's in there. Remember, all of these Kennedys up here are silver. That's a $53 coin. It only comes in the mint set. That coin right there, absolutely critical for the Kennedy $50 collector. All 30 years. $349.95.
If you'd like to own it, let us know. We're counting you in. You can see about